my channel. This is Rosalina from Let's Plan About It. Today I'm going to be working in my catch-all spread for the week of January 19th to the 25th. I'm going to be using these stickers from PlanItDarbi. These are from her newest release. For now, you can go ahead and use code Rosalina15 and that will save you 15% off of her shop. I will be a rep for her for maybe another week or so or two, so you can use my code up until then. So this is Diana's Gal Pal Time, Stickery Sweetness, Darbloom's Heartfelt, and Scrap's Pink Faded Stripes. I know for a fact I'm going to bring this in Plan the Plans by Mojo Plans, and you can use code Rosalina10 and that will save you 10% off, and pastel boxes from Mojo Plans. And then I'm not sure, but I might either bring in one of these or both of them, we'll see. Functionally Chic Pink Blooms and Functionally Chic Purple Blooms. You can also use code Rosalina10. That just excludes from Posh Boxes, sets, and bundles. These will be affiliate links, so I will earn a small commission if you guys decide to shop through my links or use my codes, and I always appreciate anytime anyone does. So let's go ahead and get started with the plan with me. So just right off the bat, I think that this sticker right here will be absolutely perfect for that one section, and then I'll just put some boxes on top of it. So this literally fits perfect right here, and I love it because the little detail, those are actually PlanItDarbi stickers. Like this exact sheet is on that sticker, which is so super cool. Darbi hand draws her stickers, so that I think is just so amazing that she was able to add that little detail. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring some boxes in. I put some boxes here last week and I really did like it, so I want to continue to do that. From pastel boxes, I was actually thinking of using this color here. It's not identical to what's in these, but I feel like it'll kind of make the pink and purple just stand out a little bit more if I do kind of different color boxes. I'm still going to bring pink and purple boxes, or I don't know about pink, but for sure purple boxes, but I just kind of want to bring this color out a little bit more, so I'll have to make sure to use some of this color so it kind of makes sense as to why I'm doing that. But I really like that idea, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this box here. Last week I had it on this side, so I want to do it on an opposite side. And I was thinking of this pretty purple. I think that's a good one to bring in. How about let's see, I could bring one of these like in the corner. What if I tried to bring one of these little lollipops? Maybe something like that, just to kind of cover where it says notes. I might even cut it a little bit more, but I'm actually going to lift this a little bit and have it on top of the box. Last week, I really liked the amount of function that I gave myself in the planner. I feel like it really motivated me to write more, so that's kind of the goal for this week as well. If you guys know my planning style, you know that I am a heavy decorator. Let's see if that cuts off. I don't want to cut it all off, but I want to cut some of it off. But you guys know I like to decorate pretty heavily. So, I mean, my version of less decorative is probably not the same as others, but you know, I try. I try to be less decorative sometimes. And this kind of brings like a pop. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of move that over. Last week I had this as a reading section and I really liked that. So I'm definitely going to do that again. Let me go ahead and get that. I know I'm like kind of all over the place. But I want to get that. This type of read right here and just white out this section. This is like a prime example as to just because that header is there, it doesn't mean you have to use it for that reason. You can always change it just like I am. The dogs outside are going crazy today. They are going crazy. There must be something going on outside. Do planner besties stick together? And I'm going to set this one about there. Yeah, I like that. Just gonna stick with what I know when it comes to these. So I'll probably get this scrap here and then have a floral. Let's get this one. How is the weather where you guys live? Here it has been so foggy, like super, super foggy. Today it wasn't too bad, but it has definitely been foggy and it's kind of sad. I'm actually gonna move this a little bit over so I have some writing room. But it's kind of sad because it's been foggy enough to where there's been like some really horrible accidents like going on in the news, and it's horrible. Like there was a pile up accident on our freeway. It's about a 30 minutes away from us, but we go that way, you know, every once in a while we'll go that way. But yeah, there was like a really bad accident and it's crazy. The visibility was like 0% or something like that. It was like a morning time and it was extremely low like that, and it's just really sad. So yeah, if you guys deal with fog too, just be careful out there. It's kind of scary. Let's take maybe one of these. Maybe like that. And then let's see, bring this one about here. Or maybe I could bring some floral. These balloons. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to adjust this a little better. Let's do like that. Can get like the cake right here and have florals. I think I like that. And then let's get some of these florals. So I think I need more. Do that way. Yeah, that's better. Oops. All right. Yeah, I like it. And then I might put like, I'll find a header for something right there. I'm gonna hold off on that. Let me get a header really quick. I'm actually gonna go into Mojojojo Plans currently 2.0, and I think I'm just gonna take this font and I'm gonna do Victories and maybe just have this as like a little journaling section for this week. Yeah, I think I like that. And since I have this, I don't really need this section. And I've noticed I kind of like to make this a little bit more decorative. So I'm just going to do that. Maybe I will take one of these florals and then do some of these little sweetheart candies. I think that's what they're called, right? Sweethearts. I haven't had sweethearts in a long time, but I like them. Are you guys a fan of those, or do you guys not like those? I like them. I think they're good. It's just been so long since I had any though. Okay, I was trying to get that covered. Okay, good. And then I have like some more little scraps, and then we'll get, how about goodbye white space? This is perfect, especially for me, because you guys know I like to have some heavy deco. How about we do add to cart? Then we need a pink one, maybe later. And then let's bring in, kind of want to bring in one of these flowers. At least one of them on this side. I'm gonna get that right there. Then maybe we can add like a little heart. No, I don't think I need that heart. Maybe another little floral, just kind of like masking that it looks just so random. Maybe something like that. That also looks random, but I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to lift. I'll take another little random one here. Okay. We'll just let that be. Okay. Maybe I could bring this little floral there. I think I'm just gonna get a little bit more here, and then I'll move on to this side. Maybe like that, and then let's bring the rest of it here, just to kind of fill up that space. It's out of the way, so it's not like it's gonna ruin anything. I kind of want to bring like some bullet points. I'm just gonna stick with this pink. I'm not gonna have enough, so I'm gonna get these here, and then I will just label them. All right, so that just kind of brings some something right here. I know I want to bring this pretty vase. I'm gonna take it here on this to-do list. Obviously, I'm not going to use the whole thing because I need my function, but what if I just took some of it like that and then put some floral? There's also the purple version of these scraps, but I decided just to go with the pink since I was going to bring the purple boxes, but I also am now bringing pink in with the bullet points and that box, but it's okay. Let's get this. I kind of want to bring some like floral, then get those there, and then I'll have these coming here. So it's kind of like, I don't know, this just came up to me last minute. Hopefully like looks okay. It probably won't, but I'm gonna leave it anyways. Hopefully once I actually punch the page, I'll like it and it'll make some sense. Maybe I can get some of these down here just to kind of like help. I don't know. Let's see. I kind of want to punch it just to test out this little theory. Okay, so that's it punched. We're gonna let it be. Why not? And then I think I'm going to take some more of these stickers or these little, I really need to do my boxes, but here I am, you know, just having fun, but it's okay. I think I know what I'm doing. I think. Layer Slayer. Done deal. Let's see. I don't know. I think I like those three there. All right, so that's cute, right? I don't know. I hope so. And then I think I'm going to bring some more floral here and then have a box down here. Bring this one in and then let's get that angled at an angle there. And then bring some of these florals. My papers are going everywhere. Let's get this about here. And then I should probably start bringing in some scraps. Some boxes. Will I though? Probably not. I think I'm gonna get one of these really quick and then I will bring in some boxes. I know, guys, I know. I need to skip that there. And then I'm just gonna cut that line. Okay, I'm just gonna bring in this quote and then I am bringing in boxes, guys. I will. Let's see. Let's do this. Life is sweeter when you have someone to share it with. Okay. Okay, let's bring in some boxes. Going to take, oops. I think what I'm gonna do is bring a header box and one of these. So like this color combo, since there's already the pink and the purple. So let's get this here. Actually, let's get this one down here just to kind of break up the purple, and then let's get this one here. Okay. I have this tiny little scrap. All right, that's cute. All right, and then Tuesday, let's maybe bring in some bullet points. So I'm gonna go into the pink ones because those don't have any bullet points in those colors. So I'm gonna get about 3 of them. All right, so there's the 3. And then Maybe I will get some other bullet points on Sunday and we'll call it good for some little bullet points. I will just bring in 2 though, because that's all that I have left of those. All right. So the bullet points is looking good. Now I can bring in some of these boxes. Let's bring in let's do a big header box down here. And then we could bring in, maybe actually I'll bring that pink back in and I'll bring a pink box here. So I think I'll do this size here. The I can't think of the name, but this is a little thicker than the purple from Mojo Jojo Plans and Live with Posh, but that is totally fine with me. That does not bother me in the slightest. Okay, so that's Thursday, and maybe I will bring in another header box or like a smaller box for Thursday just to ensure that I have pretty good function since that's only one box. Maybe like this, just in case. And then I want to bring this and kind of have that connecting. Yeah, I like that. Or should I bring that up? Let's see. I liked it down here, but I also kind of like it here. I just feel like it looks a little random up there, so I think I'm gonna bring it back down. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Hopefully I like that decision. All right. Yeah, I like that. I do have some of these like lollipops. Yeah, like these little candies. Let's maybe move that over just a smidge. Then maybe I can bring, let's do this scrap here. And then how about some of these florals? Actually, I think I'm going to take a bigger one. And yeah, cut that there. I like it. I like it. I like it. Like so. I think that's good. I'm going to take a different floral and most likely, yeah. I think I'm going to do this one because it's just small enough. Or I actually changed my mind. I'm going to do the bigger part of that floral. I just think that might look a little better. All right. Yes. Love it. Love it. I mean, I could go ahead and just bring this down. I could do about that there, or I could bring in a little lollipop. I know I need to finish my function, but that's just me being distracted. Let's see, I can either have this here, which I don't know how I feel about it. Actually, I think I liked that better. Oops. Let's see. Do like that. And I still have some more scraps for my florals, which is perfect. I want to take a lollipop. How about these chocolates? These look like Reese's hearts. And fun fact, my favorite chocolate is Reese's. So that's perfect. I love Reese's. They are my favorite. I actually think it's kind of funny that they are my favorite because I'm not the biggest fan of peanut butter. I know, weird, right? But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I love myself some Reese's. That is definitely my chocolate weak spot, is Reese's. So good. Here, I mean, I could see if I can fit another quote there, but I don't think it's gonna fit. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of big and a little busy, so I'm not going to. Let's see, I could add one of these little bracelets. Like that. I can try to fit both, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea. I mean, I could. That would cut into, or how about I stick it there? How about it's kind of like coming through the page? I think that's better. Okay, so I am going to continue with the boxes because I'm getting a little carried away here. So let's bring in maybe another pink. Okay, so let's get that pink here. And let's do that color. I can't even describe that color. I'm really not good with describing colors, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Let's see, I could do a big box, but I think I'm not. I think I'm going to do this size here. And I will probably bring in a purple header box just to bring the purple down here. Like so. Like that. Okay. I think that's good. Friday, I don't have too much function, but I think I should be okay. I think that should be fine. I want to bring a little bit more these scraps. Let's see, that might look a little too crowded though, so I don't know. I might have to take that off. It's very busy down here. Yeah, no, I don't think I like that. What if I got some of that scrap and cut that in half, or like a little piece of it, and kind of had it coming out of that box like so. I think that's good. I don't know how I feel about it on the pink though, so maybe not there. Let's bring some of it here. Just trying to incorporate more. This we can get, actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. And I still have some more sticker scraps. You guys know I always need to fulfill that. And then I have this. I feel like this side looks pretty good. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I love the scrap there. So I think I'm gonna take it off. I think it already looks too busy. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. I feel like this side needs some more love. So let's get, yeah, I think I'm gonna get that there. All right, and then I have some more little scraps. I think this is my only like combo scrap of a floral, so we'll get that there. I am going to bring some lines in these big boxes. I feel like it just kind of like jazzes up a line, and you can get the most out of this one big box. And then maybe I can bring in another little header box, or just a header. How about I do brain dump, just a little mini brain dump on here. Just kind of list whatever I feel needs to get done. I guess I can stick maybe a little header there too, just to kind of bring it on this side. Maybe I can do today. Let's do this one. What if I got this little scrap and had this like on top of it? You could barely see it, but I mean, it adds something, right? Yeah, I think that's good. I think I want to take another one of these lollipops and get it there. And a little bit more chocolate. Let's get that right there. And let's bring in some of these hearts. I'm going to start with the yellow. I think that yellow's too big. How about I take this little yellow? Just get that. And let's get a little purple. Get that by Reed. And let's get... I think I need this yellow one and get that by today. So kind of just by like the headers, I guess. I have a little bit of greenery from this little plant. Totally unnecessary to add anywhere, but of course I am going to add it somewhere. Maybe I can get it here. Okay, so the more I see this here, the more I want to take it off. I feel like it just looked too crowded right there, so I will take this one and maybe, let's see, how about that? Like there, I think it looks better. I know it looks a little bit more random, but I think that looks better. So what I'm gonna do, I don't really wanna add any more boxes and I don't wanna add any more deco. So I'm going to just separate these, stick that up there, and then I'll do the same for this side. All right, and then just some final touches. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit more of these tiny little florals and just stick them in random places. So I don't wanna get that one there because that's kind of identical. I'm gonna get that one there. Let's get that there. Like that. Let's get that one going up. I don't know, for some reason, I guess me having like a whole angle thing this week, I guess it's a thing. And maybe I can continue that up here. That's like purple right on top of purple, but it's fine. They're different purples, so we're gonna roll with it. And then I have this one. Maybe I can do right here. Let's get that there. I am just going to quickly change this little header. I'm gonna leave this as a to-do. I just wanna have the same font. So let's get this and have it about here, just to kind of like keep that same font. But all right, so let's go ahead and get this into the planner and see how I like it. Alrighty, so here it is in the planner. I love how it came out. I love all the colors. Darbi did amazing on this whole release, but especially on these stickers. Everything is just so beautiful. So if you haven't checked out PlanItDarbi, or if you want to buy from her, her link to the Etsy shop will be in my description box down below. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this spread. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not, but you would like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.